MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Colorado Rockies. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win? That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Line to the right side. Dahl is there, and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Nick Franklin. That's lifted the other way out to left. Parra will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder.
Here's Ryan Braun now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Matt, Jansen's going to remind you of those Brave games we used to watch with Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz were pitching, because he's got a wide zone. He's going to take us back to the 90s, calling balls off the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 3 up. up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Took something off there, but it misses, ball 1.
Man, he wanted that pitch, and I can't blame him. When you're facing a good hitter like this, you want that strike. You need that strike. It's 0-2 instead of 1-1.
And that's in there, base hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Well, Matt, if you ask me how to start a game, you want your pitcher to throw a 1-2-3, which he did the top half, and then your leadoff guy gets a single. That's a recipe for success.
Nolan Arenado is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting third, right fielder, David Dahl.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. For the second time, it looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, he's down the count. He knew he wasn't going to get much to hit. Did a nice job staying with that ball, just shooting it through the hole the other way.
Ian Desmond.
In now, Ian Desmond, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set and the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Pause, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. We are still scoreless. Stepping into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Aguilar.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Dahl. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
Striding in, number 17. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Now at the plate, number 75. And this will be his first plate appearance of the new year. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Soft liner toward first. That's a hit, the first of the new campaign for the Brewers.
Didn't try to do too much with it. 2 strikes on him. He just fights it off and flips it into right field.
Center fielder, number 77.
Into the box now. Phillips. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Blackman's after it. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
They just can't catch a break. After he connected, it looked like it had the distance to bring in the first run of the game, but it bounces over the fence for a ground rule double, so the runner has to be held at third. If they don't get some runs here, they're going to start thinking they're cursed.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Now the 0-1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Rogers is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Gerardo Parra is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1 on the ground to the right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, the good ones have that bat control. You see right there, he had a hole on the right side. First baseman was holding, second baseman playing double play depth, and he shot it right through there on the right side for the hit. Nice job.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. And he takes ball one.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you'll get the strike.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
First and second here with nobody out. Big tilt on the slider against a swing and a miss.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Braun has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Rogers. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's the first pitch to him. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. But it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Batting ninth, pitcher, number 49.
Digging in, number 49. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Line drive to center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
2 outs and the pitcher at the plate. More often than not, you're going to get out of the inning. But he was determined, stayed with it, and got the base hit. Not getting him today with 2 outs.
Charlie Blackman is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Rogers is on his way home. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. There's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but a multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Nolan Arenado will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can. That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. David Dahl. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We've played. Stepping in. Into the box,
for the Brewers,
Wang, 9-1-2 due up. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot,
Carmona.
Pedro Carmona. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one runs up high, ball 1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Striding in once again,
Franklin.
Nick Franklin. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt. I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan. Going
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Gone in order are the Brewers. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ian Desmond. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a fastball just a bit up. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. Trevor Story is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
You know, it's not often a guy sits in a count 0-2 and gets a base hit, and the pitcher still feels like 0-2, I got a battle. But that was the case here as he battled back and got a hit down 0-2.
In is Gerardo Parra as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. 1-0 pitch on the way. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Ready for another chance? Tom Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Ready with the 1-1. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Now batting,
Stepping
1.
up now, Rogers. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. A changeup over the inside corner. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls,
The batter, number 49.
Now at the plate, number 49. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there, base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games, and he's a big part of it right here. That's his 3rd RBI, and they extend the lead in this ballgame.
As a look, now the pitch. Charlie Blackmon is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
Hey, we're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Swing and a liner. That's in there, base hit. Braun able to get it in, and that's going to hold the runner down at third base. And he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. Here's Nolan Arenado. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5. Another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot to third. He's got it, and he'll tag the runner coming by, at least make him throw it, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Stepping up to the plate, Jesus Aguilar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. At the plate, number 17 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now here's the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
Woo, that ball was close 75. Right there. Whizzed right by his ear. Matt, they always say chuck and duck. Well, that's an example of it right there.
Stepping in now, number 75. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Ian Desmond. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out. Digging in once again, Trevor Story. He singled his last time up. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it. It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He just took a fastball right down the middle, 2-0. He must have been sitting on a breaking pitch, because you don't take that unless you are.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Number 85 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
For Milwaukee,
in is Gerardo Parra. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Phillips has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Tom.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. A called strike on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Stepping in, Phillips. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Number 77.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Up top, it's 2-0.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Digging. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, number 85.
Orlando Arcia will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Arcia.
Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Michael Blazek gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Rogers stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Here comes the 1-0. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Ready once again, Nolan Arenado. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Men on third with 2 down. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Back-to-back strike. Ready for another chance? Pedro Carmona. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Digging in once again, Nick Franklin. 0-for-2 on his line thus far. To short, hit hard, and a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by.
Well, this is how rallies start. You get one man on, then you get the base hit. Look, it's still early. I know they're down by a lot, but man, this is how little things add up. They need to score this inning, and then from there continue to add on.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Dahl is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. Striding in once again, Jesus Aguilar. He comes in 0-for-2 thus far. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now, that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set. Ready once again, David Dahl. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Now playing first base, number 28, John Jason.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. There's a swing and a miss. Says, oh my goodness, he loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Hard on the ground towards short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider up that he gets a call on.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
From the stretch. Hit on the ground to third. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat, ball 1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Number 8, Gerardo
Stepping in and
Parra.
ready for another shot, Gerardo Parra. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Rockies are down quietly, and they hold it. At the plate, number 17. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Third baseman, number 17.
Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 and 2.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last 2 were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Line drive to center field. Blackman patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Number 75.
Ready for another shot now. Number 75. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The batter, number 77.
Now at the plate, Phillips. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. In is Gerardo Parra. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Matt Belisle comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
So coming to the plate, Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. A high fastball is in there. 0-1. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. Carmona scoops it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, number 1.
So digging in now, Rogers. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1. Ready now, Manny Pena. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
And here's a ball hit in the air. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Matt Belisle.
Number 7 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning. Digging in now, Pedro Carmona. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled softly out toward right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that's a base hit right there. They got 2 runners on. This may be their best opportunity to get on the board. They've been shut out the whole game.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Nick Franklin. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together. Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Rockies lead this one 7-0. Perez.
Now